We're doing it. We're going live, everybody. This is my very first live stream in my new studio. So came out pretty good. I used to have this really ugly wallpaper in the background. It was literally of Chinese men playing soccer. And I used to get a lot of hate on it. People would comment on my videos. No matter what the video was about, they'd say, yeah, I could be successful too if I lived in my grandma's. I didn't get rid of the wallpaper because of the trolls. I always stand up to trolls, but it was noisy. But here we are in the first live training. I'm going to do a really awesome live training today, which is going to focus on the how I made $1.7 million while living in my van with Wi-Fi just 1 day a week. But it's really cool to have this all come together. I feel legit. I've always been really scrappy. I got really popular during the pandemic, making videos while living in a van. And so all my content was scrappy. It was always taking out my phone and recording myself, and the audio was bad. It was shaky. It was always just scrappiness. I think that's my number one strength. So now I'm trying to elevate my personal brand from being just a scrappy person. I hired a full-time filmmaker this year, so that was a big step, to now going legit, making quality stuff. That's great. And so here's my very first attempt at doing so. But before I get into it, why don't you hop on? If you are live, comment where you're tuning in from, where you represent. I'm in Austin, Texas. Moved here now a year and 8 months ago. If you're watching the recording of this, do the same, because I like to see where my people are at. Otherwise, today's going to be a really awesome day for all of you that can join me sporadically on this unplanned live training. $1.7 million from without living in a van is a crazy feat, something I never thought I would make in my whole life. And to have done it in a year is crazy. To add the fact that I was living in a van is crazier. And the final, wow, what the heck is I only had Wi-Fi about 1 day a week. When you're living in a van full time, not sure if you ever tried, but Wi-Fi is a problem. We didn't have Starlink out yet, Elon Musk internet. So when you're in the middle of nowhere, you don't want to get Wi-Fi service. You don't want to be on your phone. You're in the middle of Sedona. You're in Yellowstone. So these places, I hope they never get Wi-Fi. But it was in that process where I had to figure out, with all the businesses I have, what do I focus on if I only have 1 day Wi-Fi a week that's going to help me not lose all my money and keep my businesses not just the same, but even grow. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. See some comments from the live people. We got Dallas, Texas in the house, Joe from Stafford, and Bernie from Houston, Texas, born and raised. Super cool. Well, thanks for being here. What I'll share, though, is a question I want you to think about right now. Imagine, I don't know how many hours you work. Maybe you should comment that. How many hours do you work a week? Comment that. Average. Whether it's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I was working, before I lived in the van, probably 80 hours a week. And then with the idea that I only had Wi-Fi 1 day a week, I was scared. I was nervous. I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make sure that when I don't stop living in a van, I'm going to have to go back to living in a van because I have to, because I don't have any more money. We got Cindy says she works 40 hours a week. Another commenter says 48, 60 hours a week. Charlene says 40. Yeah. So imagine, though, if you didn't have the ability to work a full 40-hour work week, you only had 1 day and you only had 8 hours. With that mindset, what is it that, if you only had that amount of time, what would be the things you focus on? And so this curse of mine actually became a big blessing, because it's a curse to think I only have so much time to get all the things I need to get done. You feel like you're going to fail. But the process of trying to figure it all out, and the process of saying, if I only have 8 hours or 10 hours, what's the most important things I have to work on? It's a great mindset, because now you don't have 40 hours, 80 hours. You have to only pick the things that matter. And sadly, when we have 40 hours of work a week, it's not an efficient 40 hours. It isn't. We don't focus on 40 hours on the most important things, the most profitable things, the most, our superpower that helps us move the needle. We just don't do it. We get bogged down with meetings. We get bogged down with busy work. We get bogged down with things that we're not really good at, that we shouldn't be doing. And so this whole process really changed my life. And it's what I'm going to share with you guys today. And I think what I want to be known for in my personal brand is someone that is going to help people with how to create income streams that alleviate the burden of time of trading dollars for money. That's what I want to be known for. That's what I want to help people with. That's what I figured out. That's what I'm really good at. I don't want to be known for as a guy that teaches people how to become millionaires. It's never been my thing. But I can help you, no matter where you're at, find ways of making money that aren't a one-for-one trade of dollars and time. Even to the point where you might be able to quit your full-time job. I have plenty of people who've done that. So without further ado, let's dive into the free training today. Welcome to the new... Oh, hello. That video that I have right there, when I was living in the van, it was the most viral piece of content I ever created. Again, scrappiness. I just took out my phone and I made up this little script that was like, hey, welcome to the new rich. We don't care about what kind of house you live in or car you drive. What we care about is time. We don't care about status. And so this little script ended up being used by thousands and hundreds of thousands of people as like a TikTok viral sound. And then I tried to look up all the views. It's over like 500 million views across TikTok and Instagram of people that have heard this sound. A lot of people, and then it's funny when it still goes viral occasionally, and then someone will tag me and they'll read the comments, and then someone's like, "What movie is this from?" It's like, it's not a movie. I made this, but people copy and steal. It's hard to get that. But anyways, what do you need for what I'm preaching, what I'm teaching? What do you need to do this? And if you don't have this, feel free to hop off unless you want to just hang out. But you need a cell phone. You need internet, of course. You need a laptop. I think you need at least an hour a day. I know I help people that are 9 to 5, work at a 9 to 5. I also help people, my other core demographics, actually stay-at-home moms, which is awesome. I love helping stay-at-home moms. But you need at least an hour a day if you want to show any progress in your first month. If you have less than that, it's not going to work. But a lot of the stuff I teach, you don't really need experience for. It doesn't matter if you're in marketing or sales. As long as you have a willingness to learn, you'll be able to get this. And you rich. Oops. And then one to separate. Also, I want to just make sure we don't waste time together. Who is this not for? People who like high risk, high reward. I have never put myself in debt to go all in on a risky idea. And so I don't encourage people to do the same. So I'm not risking anything, not risking it for the biscuit. I don't encourage people that way. I put in red a very interesting thing I see with people who are curious about how I make money. Instant gratification. This is probably the enemy of most beginners, is they click a button and they're like, how come I haven't not a millionaire yet? That's instant gratification. It annoys me. I love helping people. I'm a very patient teacher, but man, what bothers me most is people who value instant gratification, because I've been doing this for 12 years now. Since 2011, I've been working on side hustles and making money. People who are stubborn, don't like them. People who give up easily, honestly, as an entrepreneur, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And so it just happened. I try to help you not make mistakes, but it happens. So, and then people who think they know it all. I teach things that are not proprietary. I don't have an invention. I'll teach you something that you might have heard of before. And then so I make a lot of money from a lot of different ways. And so the thing that annoys me is the people who think they know when I say a word like affiliate marketing. And someone's like, oh, I know that. Really? I made $1.7 million in a year from affiliate marketing. I don't think we know the same things about affiliate marketing. So you have to have an open mind because there's different levels to this. So today we're going to cover 3 things. Easy income. Literally, you're going to learn a way to make money with just by staying here to the end, a way that you can walk away with. You probably haven't heard of. And if you have heard of, you haven't really done it the way I'm about to show you. Value income. This is how you earn big money, and then passive income. So we're going to learn 3 different styles of income today. So super pumped. And then this is the only slide about me in case you have absolutely no idea who I am or we have not talked in a while. I did get popular by living in a van. So that's right here. Making money online. I've been doing it since 2011. I got popular. I feel like I blew up. I have almost 1 million followers on TikToks because I lived in a van, and I don't flex wealth like a lot of other people who, make money online. They drive flashy cars and they have designer stuff. And I'm a minimalist at heart. So that contrast of what wealth actually means, I think really messed people up. And that's why I went viral. Because if people thought I was lying, and because why would you live in a van if you make 7 figures a year? That's the question that was posed. But if you take away anything, just know that wealth is not about possessions. It's about time. And the one true thing that all wealthy people own is their time. People spend money on a nice car that they still have to drive to work. Is that person wealthy? No. I'm not saying work is bad. I work by choice and working on things that I want to do, or work with people that I want to work with. That's freedom. You don't want to just sit on the beach and drink Mai Tais. You can do it. I've tried it for longest I can last is about 6 days. And then I either get stomach ache or get bored. But I've been featured in a lot of different places. Shopify, I've been on TV, I've been an entrepreneur. But yeah, Google me if you have no idea who I am and you don't trust me. Okay, let's start with easy income. If you guys want to learn some easy income, type the word easy because your minds are about to be blown with how fascinating this business model is. I have taught my cousins, my parents, my sister, my family, my friends. I basically taught all the Austin pickleball community because I've showed it to every person, and pretty much every single one of them has made money. It's absolutely fascinating. So if you want easy income, comment the word easy. Laura says easy. Rafi says easy. Cool. All right. This has to be out of all the ways I've ever made money. And I've tried pretty much everything except for selling feet pics. This is amazing. Okay. Amazon. We've all bought things on there. But you may have noticed that when you go on Amazon, that while you're swiping photos, there is a different style of format on it. And it's a video not made by the brand, but it's made by a regular dude, a regular chick. And Amazon is actually running these tests right now. And they figured out that a raw, regular, one-take video from a cell phone that's non-professional of saying, hey guys, I got this keyboard. It's a really nice keyboard. I've used it for, 3 months. I spilled coffee on it once, but it still works great. Like a raw, honest video like that. Amazon learned that performs better than Apple's video saying, this is the sleek new, I don't even know what it's called, Air keyboard. The raw testimonial of the product performs better. And so they created a program to incentivize regular people like you and me to basically make these videos and upload them to Amazon. And here's how they pay us. If on the process to buy this product, someone goes to this product page, which you can go to right now, and then they watch your DIY video and they watch at least 30 seconds and then they buy, Amazon's going to pay you a 2 to 5% commission on the sale of that item. I'm going to let that sink in because if you're like, whoa, you missed it. And this screenshot right here is the last quarter of how much money I've made from reviewing boring things in my house. I went in my kitchen and I reviewed my forks. I went in my bathroom and I reviewed my toilet. I reviewed everything in this office. I reviewed the lights. I reviewed everything. And I've made $15,000 in the last quarter from stupid 60-second product reviews. This is embarrassing, but I'm going to tell the truth. I was taking a poop, and then I was at my in-laws' house, and I reached over, and I saw their toilet paper stand, and I made a review of the stand while I was pooping. I didn't mention that in the video. That's that's how easy this is. You can make the review, and as long as it has good lighting and it's not shaky, you're not doing this. I held it together while I was pooping, and you upload it and you make passive income on there. The very first month I did this, I just caught it back in time within before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and I made $13,000 in my first month from reviewing everything in my home. Fascinating. So when this program for easy money, and I'm telling you, who can't upload a video? We all can. But once you get accepted into this program, there's a back end of Amazon. And so it kind of looks like this. And you basically upload your video almost like a YouTube section of Amazon. And then you find the video. So this was like a toaster, and then you tag it, and that's it. That's your work. Like I'm teaching this right now in multiple areas. I teach this in one of my master classes, my most popular one, the Brambila method, also in my scholarship program, which is new. And I have people that have literally never made money before. It's the first time they've made money, and they spent tens of thousands of dollars on courses and they got it. I have really awesome. This is the first story that comes to mind because she just told me, but I have a stay-at-home mom, just had her second kid. I think it was last week or two, but she's been pregnant this entire time, and she passed $5,000 a month from this, just reviewing stuff in her home. Crazy. This is year to date of how much money I've made with just making product reviews. $33,500. So it's insane. And I think to date, I uploaded everything in my house, and I went to a couple Airbnbs and I reviewed stuff. And I think I'm at like 560-ish products, but it's super, super great. One of the things I do is I like to test ways of making money that don't have any cost or low cost, and then I teach them. And that's I feel like why I do that is because I love giving the gift of making your first dollar online, because it is a special moment, even if it's a penny or two. My first payment I ever made online was from YouTube AdSense. It was like 20 cents, but it meant the world to me. And that 20 cents is meant more than the thousands I make today. You get used to it, but that first one is like it's more than the money. It's like the belief that you can do it. So it's super fascinating. Cool. That's easy income, y'all. Super easy. Now we're going to talk about value income. Value income is a little bit different. This graph right here is going to be the most important design you've ever seen in terms of business. It is the modern day business plan. It is called a value ladder, which is why it goes up like that. And the value ladder is super important because all of your business is right here. And this is how I think. I think in terms of ladders now. But in the next few slides, you're going to learn, I think, what the most important business model of all, which is value ladder, and applies to absolutely everything. So the very beginning of a business value ladder, no matter what business you are, online or offline, the thing you have to figure out first, because as a beginner, it's very overwhelming. There's a lot of different information online. The first thing you need to do is you have to figure out a way to collect an email. Now, I'm about to provide a couple examples, but an email, collecting a lead, is the lifeblood of your business idea, of your startup, of affiliate marketing, of drop shipping, of service-based businesses, of food restaurants, all of it. The whole basis of your future success is your ability to acquire a contact, a lead, a phone number, an email. And that's the beginning of every business ladder. It's always going to be that. And then how you build your business is you basically create offers from the leads that you collect, and you make them to the leads, and you continue to make offers that customer would want. And that's essentially what a value ladder is. And that's explain at a very high level, but we'll give you a couple examples below. So no matter what you want to do, if you read palms, if you help people with design, if you do SEO, if you're a translator, if you want to create books, if you want to create an ebook, if you're a pro athlete, I don't care. It's all the same. Everyone needs a business ladder, a value ladder. And if you don't have it, you're doing internet business wrong. You're doing business wrong. So I recently had a college kid come to my house this last weekend. I flew her out, paid for everything, and I basically gave her a millionaire makeover to help her. She's a junior, to help her by the time she graduates, make enough money, have a business online where she wouldn't need to get a regular job. And so everything I'm sharing with you now is stuff I broke down and worked with her with. And we created a value ladder for her. It's an intense process for someone that is super green from scratch. So maybe you're listening to this and you have no idea how to make money. You don't even know what direction you're in. And that's kind of the position that Maddie was in. So this is a real, on my electric whiteboard, like all the notes, and it's kind of like a brain dump. But all of it, she like told me all the ideas of what she wants to do. And, for 21 years old, your life's going to change a lot in your 20s. So maybe all the things she said, it's like, I'm not the same as I was 21. So all that information you just brained up and you try to, and then you have to, after you do a big brain dump, you want to put it in the position of a value ladder. How are you going to collect the lead? How are you going to make money? And how are you going to continue to make money from the people you come in? So she thought of her idea, which was, I want to help people with positivity and being positive and challenging and counteracting negative thoughts. So while she was here, we created a guide. We used AI, and we came up with a guide that would help people counteract negative thoughts that come to mind. It was amazing. Super cool. That was the first thing we worked on, right? So if I'm trying to give you a millionaire maker over, it's the same advice. What's an idea for you to create a value that someone would be willing to trade their email or phone number for so you get for free? I had a pro pickleball player come to my house in the last week as well. And guess what? The first thing we talked about was the value ladder and how to capture a lead. And so this was also from her. This is a real screenshot of what we worked on for her. And so the first thing was capturing a lead. Since she's a pro athlete, we thought of a newsletter. So newsletter was there. And then ways of making income would be like brand deals. And then there's coaching and service-based things that she can do as a pickleball athlete. Amazing, right? Here's one more example. I went to Iowa, flew out there to work on one of my members in the Brambila method. I love giving back to people who are part of my paid trainings because I know they're trying to change their life and take action. And he's a bartender, and he has he wants to teach people how to make cocktails online. So guess what? The first thing we did, we built a value ladder, and the very first thing that he came up with was like a cocktail library or dictionary of like the terms, because if you're a mixologist, you say things differently than a regular bartender, like someone who doesn't know much about it. So this is now the idea off the whiteboard into reality. He created your free comprehensive guide to mixology slang. Amazing. And that appeals to people that he could potentially train with his other offers. You download the guide and it's legit. It's 31 pages. And that guide, he can make money by adding affiliate links. After delivering value to someone, you get trust. And that's why you put more value into the universe, it comes back at you. So then with that value, with that guide, someone opts in, and then that's a lead for his business to promote other offers. So the value, if you want to make value income, you have to create a value ladder. That's massive. I know I'm kind of moving fast, but dude, that's gold. If you want to start making money online, real money, big money, you got to create a value ladder. Awesome. Before we go into passive income, you've learned about easy income already and value income. What do you think so far? Anyone feeling inspired? Anyone getting ideas? And if you want to learn about passive income, type the word passive By the way, I'm streaming on a lot of platforms here. So I see comments from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and I even tried Twitter, although I haven't seen anyone on Twitter, but I'm pretty dead there, to be honest. But what's up, Neil? Hey, Cristiano. Ramon, what's up? What's up? Cool. Passive income. All right. Passive income is the dream for everyone. Everyone wants to make money while they're asleep, right? That's why we do. That's why I was fascinated by the 4-hour work week originally by Tim Ferriss. I was like, 4-hour work week. I want some of that. I don't want to work 40. How do I work 4? So we got Laura saying passive, Stephanie saying passive. Jahan's excited. Amazing. Passive income is, that's what we all want. But there's a lot to it. At the beginning, it's not passive, but if you're working on strategies that can, again, build and scale without your constant trade one for one of time, that's the only things I focus on and teach. It can become amazing where you have this momentum building for you. Like by the time I wake up today, I make more money than my first job, like working actively. So that momentum keeps building. So while I was living in a van, I had to figure out what are the things I'm actually going to work on, because again, I was working 80-hour work weeks beforehand. It's hard to squeeze 80 into 8. So all the different things you do, trying to focus down. And so the question that I asked myself, that I want you to ask yourself right now and think about, what is my money power? What is my money power? Not your superpower, your money power. And to define money power, I'll say this is the thing that if you spent more time doing, you would make more money. That's what we call a money power, my friends. When you spend time doing this, you feel like you are making more money. If you had more time in the day, you would want to spend more time doing this because it would mean more money for you. Now, I'll take a little back step here. If you're completely brand new and you're not making money, you might be like, I don't know what my money power is. I'm not making money. That's okay. Then I was there once and I can show you what to do, which we'll get into next. Keanu says, I wish I could afford your coaching. You might be able to, because at the end of this, I'll give a special opportunity that I have coming up, which is a pretty cool offer. So hopefully you can. So what is my money power? The thing that makes me most money that I wish I could spend more time doing. And if you don't have it, that's okay. This is just a throw up list of all the things that I was spending a lot of time doing. There was a lot more, but just to fit enough on the slide, all the things. Before I lived in a van, I was doing SEO, content, paid ads, blogging, branding, deals, brand reviews, funnels, working on webinar. I mean, essentially, I was doing everything. So when I had a limit from 80 hours to 8, I couldn't even pick 3 or 2. I had to pick 1. And so that's the question I asked. What is my money power? All the things I was doing. And I learned after doing a deep dive, it was ads. I learned that when I was in my ads dashboard, I would continue to make more money. Everything else was important, but now when I was in my ads dashboard, more money came to me. So I was like, how do I get, because you can't stop doing all the other things. If I just only did ads, my business wouldn't work. I have to do all these things. They're all important, but my superpower is ads. So it led me to this equation that I need to combine outsourcing with AI. And when I have those together and I multiply it with my money power, that equals passive income. So this is my formula to you. Do a brain dump of all the things that you do. And again, if you're not making money yet, that's okay. The first part of is if you don't know what your money power is because you're not making money, you don't know, you're still in the very early stages, then you need to do all these things that are listed up here and more. And then as you do them, you'll say, hey, I'm going to do TikTok for a month and I'm going to see how that goes. And if you don't see progress, then you move on to the next. But you have to figure it out, the discovery process of what your money power is. Even if you're only making literally $500 a month, you have a money power. If you make any money online, you have a money power. It just might not be unleashed yet. Okay. But this will help you. But here's the equation for passive income. You have to know what your money power is. And once you do that, you can make passive income. All the other things, you need to be diligent at outsourcing. That means sometimes as an entrepreneur, we have a hard time letting go. You have to let go of all the things you shouldn't be doing that are not your money power. And then you have to get good at AI. I see articles that are like, AI is scary, AI is bad, don't listen to AI. Honestly, I use AI every day. I would not be able to do all the things I do if it wasn't for AI. And so you have to learn it. But when you do both those things, you're outsourcing, and you can outsource via a virtual assistant. These are not expensive. It's just if you live in a country with a good currency like the United States or the UK, just because there are countries like the Philippines where our currency converts at such a high rate, we can hire someone at the equivalent of hiring someone in the US for like $65,000, $75,000. But that translation's so big that we can, like, that job equates to like $5 an hour, $7 an hour over there. So you can hire people. Assistants. That's a place you start. Now I have over 30 American employees, but I also have VAs as well. And then leveraging AI with your money power, boom. That's how you make passive income. And just to give you a heads up, I used AI to help me create this practice webinar that I'm doing today, Impromptu. And I'm actually training, because I'm going to do a big live webinar with these slides. But this is my first go run here, so hopefully I'm doing okay. But I asked AI how to make this headline. Then it gave me the headline: $1.7 million in a van system with limited Wi-Fi. So I use AI all the time. I use it for an idea. I use it for like, hey, help me write this. Help me proofread my email. Hey, AI, what's some good side hustles I should do? Like, hey, AI, I'm doing a review on the Apple keyboard. Can you help give me a script? Dude, I ask AI everything, and it gives me amazing answers in record time. So you have to do it. But again, outsourcing plus AI multiplied by your money power equals passive income. That's the equation. And when you have this down, you can launch new things and make money. Like, this is a screenshot of a very new campaign I launched. And from day one, $1,600 I made. Next day was $1,900. The next day was $2,700. Next day was $2,400. The next day was $1,700. And that was when I took the screenshot from July 9th. But it continued to make thousands a day from day one. And I didn't have to work 80-hour work weeks to create this income. I have all the systems in place. I have outsourcing, and I know what my money power is. When I combine those, I can launch it. But here's what's even better about, because if you've been following my journey for a while, you're like, well, good for you, Adrian. What about me? But I teach everything I'm talking about. And I have people that I teach replicating these results. For example, these three screenshots are for the same person. The first one is from March 10th. She made her very first sale. Amazing. Again, my favorite thing to gift people is their first sale, because it creates the belief and the empowerment that you can do this. And if you join any of my trainings, that will happen, guaranteed. Okay, the second one is that, so she's now, it's March 22nd, and that she got a bunch of reviews. I can't remember the exact number, but I believe she was past like 10, 20 sales. Amazing. Then April 5th, this is literally less than 30 days from March 10th, she made $1,645 in one day. Amazing. And that is one of literally thousands and thousands of stories I have of people who have taken my trainings and mastered their own equation of figuring out what their money power is so they can create passive income. Everyone I teach, they start with easy income, and then I teach them value income, and then I teach them passive income. And it's really great to go in that order. It's really hard to go straight for passive income. But establishing income that is feels easy. And when I say easy, taking out your phone and recording and uploading videos, like I said in the early in the webinar, man, that's easy. Like, I don't know how you could think that's hard. Although some people say it is, but honestly, it's super simple. But it's good to get those wins because then they give you the confidence to want to take on the new challenges of value income and then take on the challenges of passive income. I'm not saying all of it's easy. Just the first part seems pretty easy. But to really make this work, if you want to not let this be a side hustle and let this really change your life, you got to do all of them. But it's important to start with easy income. So, question. I have this upcoming 90-day beginner side hustle competition, my very first one. I'd like to invite all of you here who are live, and of course, if you're watching the recording, you as well. If you'd like to join or learn more about it, comment the word yes. And I'm really excited because this is an idea I've never done before, super brand new, and it is going to be a lot of fun. Because I'm gonna basically create this 90-day trial of people that are competing kind of like a game show. And so right now, this is my first practice webinar trying to get people interested to see if they're a good fit. So I have Jahan that says yes, awesome. Stephanie says yes, cool. I got yeses coming in. Okay, cool. Check this out. Really, really pumped about this. Never done it before, but I'm launching this 90-day beginner side hustle competition. I don't want the word competition to scare you, okay? So Charles says yes. Here's where I got the idea from. I got the idea from Fortnite. Is there any gamers in the house? I play Fortnite probably like 20 minutes before I go to bed every day. It helps me like detox from work. And then I also got it from watching this show called Special Forces, which is a really cool show where they take like celebrities, or not A-list celebrities, to be honest, but like C-list celebrities and athletes. And then they take them through like special ops training on like what it takes to be like at the highest level of the military. And so I got inspired from watching this show. I like Fortnite. In case you are not a gamer at all, it's a game where when you go into and you launch the game, you and 99 other people will compete and one winner makes it out alive, the person who lasts the longest. So that concept, plus Special Forces, which is a show where it's also the same thing. It's a show of who makes it to the top spot at the end, but there's a camaraderie where people are helping each other, even though it's a competition. So I wanted to fuse those things together. And then with that, the birth of the very first ever Brambilla Battle Royale. Super pumped. And so this is going to be a side hustle competition with 100 people on who can make the most money in 90 days from not just one of my trainings, but I'm literally going to give you all of them. And it's going to be really cool because I'll be able to give awesome incentives and prizes like an iPad, money, and a lot of cool other gifts. But 100-person competition over 90 days of who can make the most money. So excited. This is going to be a really great environment. I promise you, even though it's competition, the group is going to lift each other up. So it's not like, oh, I'm making money, I'm not going to share with you, your competitor. The culture won't be like that. It's still going to be people who, although you're all of you will be in this private 100-person group, you're getting my best training and coaching by me. Everyone will lift each other up, even though it's a competition, just like Special Forces TV show. So Battle Royale is the name, Brambilla Battle Royale. And so I want everyone to make money in 90 days. But to help you do that, and I'm making sure that, people are going to apply to this. We won't accept everyone. Like, for example, if we're not going to accept people who are already making, a lot of money online, like it would be unfair. I want everyone to be new beginners. So you'll get my best classes. You'll get coached by me, a private group, and then there'll be a ton of prizes. And I can't wait to give away a nice iPad. But I'm making sure I'm giving you everything you need to make the most money in 90 days. It's a sprint. And so if you're someone who has, first of all, not made money online, or someone who's made a little bit and it fell off, or someone who's bought courses before and never either watched them all or never did anything, this is really different because you're going to have a pressure to perform. There's going to be a leaderboard every single week of like, hey, looks like Adrian's made X amount of dollars already and John's made this. And so there's going to be a leaderboard. And so and it's only 100 people, right? So it's a tight knit group. You're going to see who your competitors are. You're going to see who's crushing it. And that is going to give you a pressure to perform. I mean, you don't want to be last, but there's going to be someone who's last. But I wanted to do this as in a fun way to try to gamify and make, because I've always said side hustles is like a game to me. And so this is truly like a game. It's like a competition show. I'm really pumped about. So in what you're getting, when I say my best classes, you're getting the Brambilla Method 3.0. That's a 60 video masterclass that teaches 5 different business models. The theme of them all is that they don't cost any money to get started. So it's literally sweat equity. It's going to be perfect. You're also getting Smart Affiliate Business, which is my most advanced class. It's still made for a beginner, but it is everything I know about affiliate marketing. And I am probably one of the only affiliates in the world who has mastered affiliate marketing across a variety of industries. I promote over 500 different companies right now actively. A lot of them are, most of them are physical products. And I promote everything from web to outdoors to automobiles, to like literally everything. So that's my best stuff. And then TikTok, you're going to get my TikTok boot camp because some of you may want to pursue the route of content creation. So super pumped to give that. And then on like literally there's a lot. I'm not done. That's halfway. You're also getting my funnels and offers training. This is like how to build a proper funnel that captures leads and makes money. It's how to make offers that convert. And then of course, live coaching from me. And then you're going to get an e-book version of my manuscript book, which, shoot, I don't have it with, yes I do. My manuscript book. This was a limited edition book that I made. Let me change my screen here. So it's like a manuscript of like side hustle and affiliate marketing. Has a lot of really cool stories and infographics. But yeah, so you'll get an ebook version of that, which is really cool. So literally you're getting all those things to be when you join this competition. And then here's a fun thing. This shouldn't be the reason why you joined, but it's cool. We're going to make all 100 people that join this public. We're going to create our own little mini website that has all the competitors. And then we're going to take your photo and make it into like an AI character warrior. So this is my AI Adrian, little cyborg futuristic Adrian, but we're going to do that for all the competitors and we'll list you and all other 99 people. So it's going to be real. And we're going to post the leaderboards. It's going to be like a public affirmation that you have committed to this 90-day competition to try to make the most money. And so it's this healthy competition and sense of pressure that I really think is going to help people finally have a breakthrough to make money online. Because I have courses. My courses are all there that I listed. But is there a difference when you take it on your own versus like you're in a group of people that are trying to crush and trying to kill it? So super pumped about it. There's a lot. Like learning affiliate marketing. We're going to cover like research, analytics, how to build a brand, scaling for those of you that want to participate in running ads. You're going to learn it. Collecting emails, automation. I threw this in here. I don't know if it's going to be applicable, but hey, why not? Might as well teach it. If someone was to build like a brand, and let's say it started taking off, how to exit. And that'd be one way to be the clear winner if you sold your blog that you created. Building funnels, organic traffic, paid traffic, how to test your offers, which is a super money-making skill set. So all of this knowledge, it's going to be jam-packed in 90 days through a combination of classes, courses, and coaching. So you get literally everything. The normal price right now, if you were to buy all the things I just mentioned, is like $7,652. But of course, that is not going to be what you're going to pay if you are accepted. Let me make that clear. We are not going to accept everybody. You're going to have to apply and make a reservation. And then from that reservation, I'll have someone on my team, Sydney, basically do a interview after your survey to see if you're a good fit or not. And then if you are, then we'll send you an offer that is a super generous offer to join. So that's pretty much the rundown of Brambilla Battle Royale. And so if this is something that you feel like you're interested in, there's a way that you could lock in your spot right now. I want to make this clear. It doesn't guarantee that you're in. It just holds your spot as a reservation. So if you wanted to reserve your spot for $97, you can go to adrianbrambilla.com/reserve. And I just want to let you know, if you do that, it is 100% refundable for all reasons. For the reason, if you do get accepted and you decide, hey, you know what, I looked at my schedule and I don't think I'll be able to commit what it takes the next 90 days. Then you get a refund. If for any reason. So this is just to hold your spot, because literally this is my first practice webinar of letting people know about the Brambilla method battle. And I have 1.7 million followers, and I haven't really done a big e-blast yet. So I know we're going to fill up really fast. So if you're actually watching this live, you're one of the first people to have heard about it. The competition, I see a question from Lisa on LinkedIn. Holy crap, LinkedIn's in the house. It's going to start probably at the end of October. It all depends on when we get 100 people. So I'm going to be blasting this basically every single day for the next week until we're full. As soon as we get 100 people, we would notify everyone. So let's say if 100 people signed up today or placed a reservation, we were good, then we would start October 1st. But I'm just going to say October. It just depends on when we get all 100 people. But that's a good question. I wish I could give you a more clear answer in October, but this is literally the first time I'm mentioning it live. So I don't know how many people are here right now that will join, but yeah, it's going to be totally based on that. I would say October, between October 1st and the end of October, 90 days officially begins. And then if you do reserve your spot, in the next hour or two after you do, you should get all the information with the application and then apply. And then you'll hear really shortly after that on whether you are accepted or not, if you want to move to the next step. So that is a rundown. Brambilla Battle. Super pumped for it. And I'll open it up to any questions that we have. And I'm just checking my phone here. I can see comments better on my phone. That's nice. Cool. But yeah, super pumped for this competition. First time I've ever done this. It would be really interesting to see what this healthy pressure does to everyone. But let me know any questions y'all have. Anthony says, is there going to be another payment once accepted? Yes. So the reservation for 97 is not the price. So that's just to hold your spot. And then if we do move forward, the reservation will count as a deduction towards the regular price. So that's just to hold your spot, and that is 100% refundable. Joe asks, how hard is it to get approved by Amazon reviews? If you are doing the right strategy, it's incredibly easy. And I teach you that right strategy. I just launched a scholarship program on September 1st, and I believe 60% of people have been accepted already. And a lot of people were accepted in the first week from creating a new social media account from scratch. So it just depends on what you're doing. To me, it's really simple and easy, but you have to, it all depends on like the right strategy. And I don't know what you're doing, but the way I teach it, it is super, super simple, super easy. Cool. Good questions. Super pumped for the competition. adrianbrambilla.com/reserve if you are interested. 100% refundable. Just an I-7 to hold your spot. Whoa, check this out. That was fast. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 people already. Oh, wait, let me hit refresh. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 people, 10 that just came in. So we got 10 reservations placed already. Wow, looks like we're going to be starting October 1st. That's great. So thank you for your reservation. I'll just give a shout out to the last one, which was Edward. Got you in, Edward, your reservation. So Sydney will reach out with the application and we'll touch base. And I hope you get accepted. What other questions do you guys have? Oh, Edward's on Facebook. He's still here. What's up, Edward? Edward's in for the Battle Royale. Super pumped. I feel like a total geek when I say this, but hey, I am a gamer at heart. I grew up playing Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Tekken. And I like to think that making money online is like a game. I truly, truly believe it's a game. So let me post this comment. If you want to join, place a reservation at reserve. I'm not saying the price right now because I don't know if anyone will get accepted yet. If your applications, because we are truly looking at the applications to see if you're going to be a good fit. So if you make your reservation, we'll send you the application. And then if you get accepted, we'll make an offer. But I promise you the total price of all my stuff is, again, it's over $7,000. It is not that. The offer is it's the best deal I have ever made. I'll just put it that way. So the best deal I've ever made. And I'm partly doing that because of the first time I'm doing a competition, but there's gonna be a ton of different prizes and stuff to give away. So I'm really pumped, really, really pumped. Stacy says the best opportunity. So cool. Glad you feel it. We got another reservation in from, I hope I'm saying your name right, Jahan Rafi. Welcome to the Battle Royale. Super pumped. And again, if you want to place a reservation, it's 100% refundable. That's at adrianravenville.com/reserve. I'll stay on here for another 5 more minutes and ask me anything. It doesn't have to be about Battle Royale. I don't usually go live very often. So if you have any questions. Lisa says, do you have an idea for the top winner prize? Yeah, so the top winner I want to give the iPad to. I also don't hold me to this, but I would like to potentially fly out maybe the top 3 people to Austin. So there's that. There's some idea there, but don't hold me to that yet. But yeah. So iPads, there'll be cash bonuses. I'll be giving away books, tech. And then maybe I gotta work on, the logistics, but maybe there's an opportunity to get people out to Austin. Jahan says, what is the hardest part of starting out and figuring out your niches? I think the hardest part has nothing to do with the niches themselves. It has to do with the mindset of a beginner. There is a lot of distractions. Shiny object syndrome is a real thing for beginners. So they'll be onto some niche and then they'll want to switch without even really starting. There's really no such thing as a bad niche. I do teach a specific way to create your niche and a process to find it. So maybe there's wrong ways to go about your niche, but I have made money from a lot of different places and it's hard to pick a bad niche. The only things you can do is really pick something too ultra specific, like playing chess while scuba diving would be like such a small, obscure niche of people. It's going to be really hard to build a business off that. But besides that, it's really hard to go wrong with a niche. Good question. What are the questions we have? Oh, I just realized I can show your questions. That's why you do a practice webinar. Thank you, Sets Down Scuba Gear. That's hilarious. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can make money and a lot of different stuff. I actually went to my very first Comic-Con. It was very overwhelming. And I thought, wow, there's a lot of money to be made here. Like all the different cultural aspects of people that are into Comic-Con. It's like consumerism at its finest. Like you got to buy all the latest things. You got to wear a costume. You got to buy comic books. You got to buy autographs. Like you got to buy dolls and toys. It's like, dang, ton of different niches. Hard to pick a bad one. Any other questions? If not, I really, really would love, and right now you have a really early opportunity to be first come, first serve, to be part of the Battle Royale. So again, it's the last time I'll say it. Go to adrianbrambila.com/reserve. You can place a 100% refundable deposit of $97. And then we'll be in touch really fast about your application to see if you're a good fit. And then you can join or not join. And it's always going to be 100% refundable. So with that, we got our last person that made a reservation. We got Neil. Neil in the house. So welcome, Neil, and looking forward to see if you're a good fit. I have a feeling that most people will be. But yeah, appreciate you. Really pumped. Ramon says a good niche is review items while pooping. I've done it. I've done it. Cool. adrianbrambila.com/reserve. Otherwise, thank you for joining me on this impromptu, unplanned practice webinar. I got a lot of things to get better at, but I'm going to practice this, and I'm probably going to launch it big in the next week. So again, if you watch this video live or you watch this video on a replay, you have heard about this opportunity at a very early stage, and yes, you can still apply and get in. I highly recommend you do so if you have any interest in learning from me in a very cool, healthy pressure amount of competition on who will make the most money in 90 days. All right, everybody, this is Adrian. Peace and God bless. Thanks for watching.